All right, guys, we're here with a brand new BMC Kaius 01 in a size 54. This bike retails for $12,000 and it weighs in at 7.47 kilos, and in pounds, 16 pounds, 10 ounces. Stay tuned after the video where a free buy sent us on those Zip 303 Firecrest right there. Beautiful build. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys this beautiful race-specific BMC Kaius 01 Model 1. This is their top tier race gravel bike they just came out with. Retail on this thing is $12,000 USD, and the weight, as you guys just saw, in a size 54, weighed right underneath 17 pounds, which is really, really light considering that it has its two proprietary bottle cages on here. It has gravel tires on there, and it's a full-on fledged race bike. Now, I know the price is extremely expensive, but again, this is meant for their top tier race gravel bikes enthusiasts, and it looks insane. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over all the features on this bike, talk about a couple things I like, a couple things I don't like, and I'll show you everything that the bike is spec'd with. So right off the bat, aesthetics-wise, BMC killed it with this color. This colorway is sick. An all-white bike obviously looks really clean. You add a little bit of like a Cali fade color on the front with the green and the aqua color on the fork. It looks beautiful. And then BMC does its best, I think, in the industry. The color match for the handlebar and stem and the spacers, it just makes the bike look very, very clean. Now, I will say BMC is extremely bold for making a gravel bike, a bike that's gonna be mainly in the dirt, in a full white. It would drive me absolutely crazy. Benefit is that majority of the bike is gloss, so it should wipe off pretty cleanly, but the top tube right here, finish, is a matte. And I don't know if you guys ever had a matte bike before, in any color besides black, but a matte bike, it really shows dirt, and when you go to clean it, it kind of just smudges around, so I don't know how white's gonna look. But obviously, if you have 12 grand, you don't care for paying for a major tune-up every once in a while, so yes. Another thing that, something that I really don't like is that you pay 12 grand for a bike. I would assume you should get a power meter with it. It says it's power ready on there. Maybe they just didn't have the power meters in stock at this point, but as of right now, what I think, at spec online, it doesn't say it comes with a power meter. Maybe they did it to shed weight, I don't know. Maybe they're thinking that people want to run power meter pedals, who knows. But for 12 grand for a bike, I would assume that it should come with all the bells and whistles on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a pretty big fail right there to not have a power meter. Specialized has a power meter on their gravel bikes, their Crux, their Diverges. Trek has it on their checkpoints. 12 grand, you should come with a power meter on the bike, no questions asked. So that's one thing I don't like. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this bike. Let's talk about what it's about and talk about its features. So main thing, starting off with the cockpit right here. This is their new integrated one-piece carbon fiber handlebar and stem combination. As you guys can tell, it looks really, really small and really skinny, the width of it, which I'll talk about in a second. But this is a new rendition of it. This actually looks more aero than the road bike handlebar, which I love. I wouldn't be surprised to see them start putting this on their team machines or the road machines, because I'm seeing more and more people like the Ribble bikes. They're coming with 36mm handlebars stock, and it looks very aero. It looks much more sleeker than the actual team machines or road machines. So I am a very big fan of that. I think it looks really clean. Obviously, I love the white aesthetics with the white aesthetic spacers, but very nice. So with the handlebar here, they made the top of the hoods 36 centimeters, 360 millimeters from hood to hood, which we can see is pretty narrow. This is going definitely new school. Old school, they wanted a wider handlebar for bigger leverage and better breatheway. Now everyone's going much more narrower to making more aerodynamic. The whole shebang-a-bang, the marketing schemes are there, but people are seeming to like it. So this is a 36 centimeter from hood to hood. Then we have a 12.5 degree flare out for the drops, and these measure out to 42 centimeters. So this would be like a standard on a road bike, a 42 centimeter on the hood, on the drops. Reason for this, they want to give you more control when going on a gravel situation, but if you are riding just regular flat gravel, they want you to be as most aero as possible. They want to save you the most amount of seconds, so the tighter you're in, tucked in place, you're going to be more aero. So that is the idea behind that. But again, absolutely love the design of it. I think it looks very sleek. It's definitely an updated design. I like it a lot. You do have a spot right here for an integrated mount. Hopefully they should make that in white. I would think they should, but it's probably gonna come in black. You have a nice little Kaius 01 model right here. This can also be equipped with like a bento bag or something like that. I'm sure BMC sells something proprietary you can put right here, but other companies make it as well, where you can bolt on like a bag for you to put like nutrition, goos, hydration, whatever you're gonna put right here, you can put right here. And just in case you forget what model bike you're riding, because you're probably doing some kind of sufferfest because you're sick in the head like that, like these people with money are that like to do these crazy 3-day races, and you're like, where am I? What bike am I riding? You know right there. You got a Kaius 01, all right? Just for you rich folks out there. You do have your own BMC handlebar tape on here. For the shifters, it's going to come with a complete SRAM red drivetrain. So you have a SRAM red shifters right here, 12 gears in the rear. This bike is set up 1x right now, so you only have 1 gear in the front. 2 hydraulic hoses, that's it. This is wireless shifting as well. Carbon fiber blades, looks very, very clean. We can see right here we have the nice BMC logo in a gloss black. This is all gloss right here, except for this top part, which is matte, and the spacers are matte as well. Then going down to the fork, I love these colors. I don't know if it's going to be a hit for a couple people, but the fork is all kind of a gloss color as well. And like I said, you have this lime green that fades into this aqua. It looks aesthetically pleasing. I love the color of this bike. They hit it. They should make a road bike in this color because it's beautiful. For the tire clearance on this bike, right now this is stock was Pirelli 700 by 40C. 40. I don't know. I just went their puberty right there. 700 by 40C tires. It can take up to a 44. So it's definitely not the class-leading industry standard. Specialized can go up to a 47C, but 44 is much more than what can people need on there. And you can see right here, this being spec'd with a 40C tire is pretty wide. And again, it's for gravel racing. The wheels on here are going to be a Zip 303 Firecrest wheel set with their own standard Zip hubs. And you have the bladed spokes. And then these wheels are tubeless ready, but they're not set up tubeless right now. And I believe the Zip 303 wheels are a hookless wheel. And they do come with their own lifetime warranty as well and crash replacement warranty as well through Zip. Their wheels, I have a little bit of my issues with them, okay? I would like to see a different wheel set on a bike like this, to be honest with you. But their customer service and their crash replacement programs are top notch. You're not going to find it anywhere else. They are definitely the industry standard when it comes to warranty. The tires they put on here are going to be Pirelli 700 by 40Cs, Cinturados gravel wheels. A very nice slick in the center, and then you have a little bit of an aggressive bite for the teeth marks right here on the side. For rotors, you're going to get a 160 millimeter front and rear rotor, 160 millimeter rotor in the front, 160 millimeter rotor in the rear, and you have SRAM red disc brake calipers on here as well. BMC is known for this. You have a through axle that goes through right here, and it's nice and flush on this side. Aesthetically, it looks amazing, but some people have told me in the past that for the rear, because it's had the same situation in the back, it's very hard to get this to work with a trainer unless you're using a direct drive trainer. So that is kind of a plus or minus thing. Again, you got the money for this bike, you probably should have enough money for a direct drive trainer. Neither here nor there. BMC logo going all the way down the center. You have this nice, beautiful BMC logo. You got their proprietary cages that go on here. Very aero. They look clean, look very aesthetically pleasing. It's nice that they throw in water bottle cages, I'll say that much. You have the UCI logo right here. You have the size 54 of the bike that you're riding right there. And then for the crank, you have a SRAM red axis crank arm, carbon fiber crank arm. It is a SRAM dub spindle. You get a SRAM 42 tooth chain ring. This looks carbon fiber to me. This is a weird looking material. I've never seen this chainring in person. This looks carbon fiber to me. It looks super light, but you get a nice 42 tooth chainring on here. This bike can be ran 2x as well. I don't know the width of what the chainring will be allowed on a 2x, but it can be set up 2x. So you probably have to contact your BMC dealer to find out. But it can be run 1x or 2x, which is nice. It's a good option. You got a little bit of a chain support right here, or a chain catcher, that way you don't nick up your nice looking white frame. You have a SRAM red flat top chain. And then for the cassette, God, this wind is crazy out here, guys. The conditions I do for you guys. For the cassette, it's going to be a 1044 SRAM XPLR cassette, and you have a SRAM red rear derailleur in the XPLR version. XPLR just basically means explore. It's a much larger cage on the derailleur to allow a bigger cassette on here, so that way you can take up to a massive 44 tooth cassette in the rear. Very nice. They don't make SRAM red or SRAM force in these cassettes. It's all just one cassette, so that's an option right there. Again, you can see you have a nice plug hole or nice flush finishing for the through axle. This is probably just for a Di2 wire if you want to run a Di2. I don't believe this bike is mechanical. Going on over to the other side, we can see here we have the 160 millimeter rotor in the SRAM red again. And then we have this nice little kind of bump up with adapters, which is a little weird of a looking fixing for that brake caliper, but it's nice. I wonder what the biggest brake calipers you can put on here, because I've seen people run pretty massive rotors on these gravel bikes. But anyways, 160 millimeter comes stock on these bikes, front and rear. Not too bad. BMC is running a press fit bottom bracket as well. That looks like a BB86 to SRAM dub press fit bottom bracket. And the same tire that's on the front is on the rear. 700 by 40C Pirelli, I don't know why I said that, Cinturado gravel tire. Tires are tubeless ready. The wheels are hookless. Are they hookless? That's a tube in there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say these are not hookless. I think these are hooked. Who knows? We'll figure it out. I'll find out for you guys down in the comment section below. Let me know, actually. You guys are smarter than me in some stuff. Let me know what you guys think. I don't think these wheels are, I think the 303S's are hookless. I think the 303 Firecrests, I think are hookless too, but I didn't know you could run a tube with it. Anyways, nice BMC logo on the rear, and then you have a size 54 marking down there. Anyone who gets a gravel bike, I've never seen anyone buy a high-end $12,000 gravel bike. I've sold Cruxes before. I've never seen them keep it tubes, so people usually run tubeless anyways. With the seat post, you're getting their proprietary owned carbon fiber BMC seat post. You have the control to lower the seat wedge right here. You have this nice little rubber grommet that goes over to make sure you get no dirt, debris, or sweat down there. That's a huge plus. We do get a lot of grime and dirt. Obviously, riding gravel, you don't want that stuff getting into your frame. And then for the saddle, you're getting a Physique saddle with carbon fiber rails. Top tier saddle for a top tier bike. This is a Physique Argo. Nice wide cutout to allow blood flow. Nice wide support for the sit bones. Short nose saddles are a thing right now. But yeah, bike is absolutely beautiful, guys. So again, to wrap this all up, this is the brand new BMC Kaius 01 Model 1 gravel bike. This is their elite racing gravel bike, weighing right at 16 pounds, 10 ounces, in a size 54. Retailing this bad boy is $12,000. Likes, I love the handlebar. Love the aesthetic of the paint. They killed it. Love the aesthetic. This looks like a race bike. This literally looks like a road bike. You could buy this bike as a double for a road bike. You buy this bike, you keep these wheels on here, you buy a second pair of wheels because you got money, you make it a road bike, you're good to go there. I mean, literally, you have a road bike and a gravel bike all in one. What I don't like is the fucking power meter. Should have put a power meter on the BMC, but your colors on these bikes are absolutely insane. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, we got the Frio by sound test on this Zip Firecrest 303 wheel with a Zip 303 hub on there. Give me 1 second. Very standard sounding Zip hub. They run great, they're phenomenal. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. See you guys next one. Bye.